Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my dear followers, my dear students, everyone who is together with us today on Thursday, 17th of August. Me, Victoria Vlasova, and DELUXE Private School, as usual, are very pleased and very happy to give you these live streams with the principal aim and goal to have a possibility to get you acquainted with the Ukrainian news, to get you acquainted with the world's news, and of course to give you the full coverage of English speaking, of how it is made by me, Victoria Vlasova, by DELUXE Private School. And we are happy that you join our Thursdays and Tuesdays live streams with the principal aim to get your English and French more profound, more essential, and with the main goal to improve your knowledge, your linguistic knowledge. For today, I'm very happy to meet you and to get you acquainted with our today's topic. Today's topic is, I do believe and I do suppose that it's going to be really interesting for you. We are going to speak about our country, my country where I was born, Ukraine, and actually the detailed topic is going to be about Independence Day. Independence Day for Ukrainians, Independence Day for not only Ukrainians but also the guests of our country, with the main goal and aim to give you understanding of how Ukrainians, how we do celebrate this holiday, how this holiday is essential for us, and what to wait the 24th of August. It's actually the date of independence for both native dwellers, citizens of Ukraine, and for the guests of our country. Of course, I'm very happy to say that many my friends from different countries, especially from France, from the United States of America, from the United Kingdom, from England, they are already planning and they have already planned. Salut Yuri, salut, aujourd'hui c'est l'anglais, English today. Yeah, and we are going to celebrate it together. It's a kind of like intercultural, multinational holiday when Ukraine, our country, opens the doors for all tourists who come to us to enjoy and to understand our culture, our traditions, to understand the spirit that Ukraine presents and gives for everyone who comes and shares, of course, our hospitality, shares, of course, our spirit of friendship, our spirit of not only friendship and hospitality, but also like warm-heartedness. Yeah, you know, all of you, that Ukrainians, we are the nation, Slavic nation, who very in a hostile way meet and invite everyone to our apartments, to our flats. We're always ready to share our dishes, our famous dishes like borscht, голубцы, and so on. But of course, it's also very essential and very unique to understand the uniqueness of independence for our country. That's why, first of all, primarily, we will start about the history of Independence Day of Ukraine after the Soviet Union times. Okay, so I ask you, dear followers, so I understand that Facebook possibilities permit me only to speak, and for you it permits to give some comments, yes, some pictures, sharing your ideas in the commentaries below. In Instagram also there are such possibilities. That's why, my dear followers from Instagram, you're welcome. Write me either your questions or suggestions or whatever you wish concerning today's topic, the Independence Day of Ukraine. Followers from Facebook, I'm also very happy to meet you and to see you. And if you have something to tell us about Ukrainian Independence Day, probably some details you know that might be interesting for us, with a big pleasure, write them in the comments. For me and for us, it will be the essential part of today's communication. So yeah, after the Soviet times, when Ukraine was the part of Soviet Union, yeah, the 1991 It was the year of proclamation, 24th of August, in the Supreme Court. It was taking a decision to have an act of voting the independence of Ukraine. And since then, since 1991, nowadays we all have the Ukrainian power and the Ukrainian modernized system in all aspects and in all spheres. Of course, it's quite fast to speak about some kinds of big changes that we had, but still it's controversial. If you have opposite ideas and opposite opinions, you're welcome. You can, of course, doubt with it and prove your subjective positions. But speaking about Ukraine as a modern, as a new country, of course, much things have been reached, much things have been improved and have been still being improved. But for Ukraine, of course, it's somehow hard and somehow something innovative that shows our country on the international arena with all its modernizations, with all its changes, with all its improvings. Of course, we can see on the political level that nowadays it's like a big idea and big news of entering the European Union system. Yeah, the passports that we had live stream a couple of weeks ago, that now we have biometrical passports. It's a big step since the times of independence that we have joined the European Union, the European space location, and I think that it's much that has been done, and it's a big achievement for Ukraine from the political, both from the political, economical, cultural maybe spheres. It's like a kind of perspectives to be seen for the prosperity and future of our country, of course. Well, by the way, if you would like to open some spheres or unique sphere more in details, you're welcome. Please write your comments and we are going to talk and to deal with it correctly. Okay, so concerning the news and the celebrations of Ukraine for 2017, yeah, because 2016, by the way, I'm not sure where we had this holiday, 2016. If you know, please write me. Either it was the parade, if we had this celebration on our principal street, Krishchadik, either we had any patriotic flash mobs in 2016. Write me, please, if you wish. Because really I'm so much involved in my work, in the work of our school, that last year I don't have any memories about celebration of this year on the national level. For the year 2017, our country has already had a plan. In our country, we suppose to have like a traditional Ukrainian military parade, yeah, military parade. I think that it has already been constated. It has already been input in the agenda of Ukrainian celebrations, of Ukrainian fasts. On the parade, the information that I have will not participate just Ukrainian part, but Ukrainian politicians have invited for the parade the countries of NATO and Georgia. The acceptance, it was also agreed by other countries such as Great Britain, Estonia and Lithuania for taking participation in Ukrainian event, in Ukrainian celebration, the 24th of August. And also right now there are negotiations, they are online with the United States of America, with Canada, to have them also participating in our event, in our traditional Ukrainian fest event for 2017. Well, speaking about military parades, yeah, because it was a kind of a tradition for Soviet Union, yeah, of course, probably the kind of parades, yeah, for the 9th of May, the Victory Day for Ukraine, it's like a tradition. It has become a tradition for Ukraine. What do you think about it? What do you think about it, either to have military parades in Ukraine, in our capital city Kiev. And by the way, here I see people, followers, listeners from other cities like Tatiana. Hello, you are from Kherson, I know. What about your traditions in the south of our country? About either you have in your cities the military parades, like a tradition, like a part of tradition of Ukrainian fests, or not, or it's only for the capital, it's like a variation for the capital of our country, for Kiev. If you are, dear guests, from other cities, or even I see here people from other countries, write me please, we can make it a kind of a contrast. Either you have military parades, I mean the parade with the special attributes, with special military equipment, like we have in Ukraine, in Kiev. You can write in your commentaries, or at least put pluses or minuses. Either you have such traditions in your countries and in your cities, or not, or it's only the privilege and prerogative for Ukraine, for our country. It's very interesting, because as for me, since my childhood, I was born in 1982, it's not a secret, and all my childhood, of course, from the Soviet Union times, and since the independence of Ukraine, we always see some like parades that are associated with attributes of military, of some weapon we see, the tanks, the vehicles, and so on. Either you have it or not, please write me, because it's really, really interesting, essential. Either it's a part of tradition or not, or probably other cities, countries also do have it. Yeah, okay, so what else do we expect for 2017 in our city, in Kiev, capital city of Ukraine, and what we should wait for? Also, the information that I have, by the way, it's very interesting. It might be very interesting for the musicians and for the people who are in cultural side mostly. For the first time, 2017, on the parade, on the march, Krishchatik Street, there will be a march of Ukrainian military troops, but it will be sung the hymn of Ukraine by Oleg Skripka with the assembly, so in the mix with the Organization of Ukrainian Nationalists Assembly. So I do believe that this song will be estimated, and this like concert, this kind of performance will be estimated and appreciated by Ukrainians, because you know that if we speak about Oleg Skripka, it's our like musician who represents Ukraine on the international level. It's a personality who is well known not only in Europe, but also in United States of America, in Canada, especially the Ukrainian diaspora that live in Canada. And I do believe, I'm sure that it will be the great musical performance for Ukrainians and for the guests of for Kievites and for the guests of our country and city. What else can we see during the parade? Not speaking about the musical part, but from others, there will be also different military subdivisions participated there, even the Cossack and Zaporizhzhia military subdivisions. I think, I may suppose, yeah, that for Ukraine nowadays, while we are having still the conflict on the eastern part, it's going to be like a little bit symbolic to have different subdivisions and to have like military participation in our country, and military participation of different subdivisions from different military organizations. Well, here we go, the first comment. Elena, hello, good morning, my dear friend. Olena, I agree with you. I know that in Kiev will be the military parade. I'm going to the art exhibition. Very interesting concerning art exhibition. Where it's going to be? Olena, if you know where it's going to be, the art exhibition, please write to us, and either it's going to be shared with the Independence Day of Ukrainian event or not, and where it's going to be. either in Mistetsky Arsenal or something, write us please, because I do not possess, I don't know this info. Okay, we're waiting for Olena's comment to us about this parade. By the way, if you, dear followers, dear listeners, don't just listen to us, try to be active in our participation, please, in our discussion, because it's really like a holy day for Ukraine, for Kiev, and if you know any information that can be interesting for us and interesting for our guests, please write us in the comments. We're going to study your information and probably even will take a part in some of ceremonic and some of celebrative events in Kiev 24th of August this year. Well, what else? Speaking about sportsmen, people, you should be also happy. Tanchka, which exhibition? I asked Olena. If Olena is right now with us on Facebook, Olena will share with us this exhibition, this art exhibition, because I do not know where it's going to be. Either it's Mistetsky Arsenal or probably the Museum of Slavy or something. We're waiting for Olena's comment. Speaking about sportsmen, for you, I want to say, like, I want to even support you and tell a good news, because in honor of celebration 24th of August, in Kiev, it was planned the Vyshivanka Run 2017. It's like light athletics run. In special Vyshivankas. By the way, today I want just to boast a little bit, especially for today's live stream. I have put my special Ukrainian Vyshivanka in order just to support and to little bit spiritualize you with this event and to give you a special mood, like fashion mood, for today's live stream. Yeah, well, so sportsmen, if you're here, the light athletics Vyshivanka Run 2017, it's going to happen 24th of August. By the way, this event is, you need to pay, yeah, of course, so it's on a cost. It will cost about from 50 to 450 hryvnias. It depends, actually I don't know what it depends on, probably on a special price or special costumes like partners or a kind of probably charities here. I have not studied yet this information. Well, but still we have it that is going to be to have its price. It's well, sportsmen for Vyshivanka Run. It will happen on Rusanovskaya river bank. So Rusanovskaya river bank, people who live left bank, you're welcome, join Vyshivanka Run, and I do believe that this event is going to be opened, is going to be broadcast in different countries, because it's the first time, I think that it's the first time happening in Ukraine, and by the way, in Ukrainian traditions. It's quite cool. Okay, what else? So sportsmen, musicians, military people who are participating and who are here and who will join these flash mobs and events. For you, it's really, really good news. Well, what else we have? The information speaking about some like commemorations and a kind of ceremonies of memory commemoration of different Ukrainian personalities, fighters for the independence of Ukraine, also the ATO soldiers who died and participants of the Nebesная Sotnya. Of course, the 24th of August, it will be the exact day for having the ceremony of flowers presenting, of flowers giving for the tombs, for the places of battles, of fights that we had. So also, if you want to commemorate the memory of people who died for the better life, for the liberty of Ukraine, please, you're welcome. You can also join and get to these places with the commemoration of the memory and with giving like your honor for these people who battled, who fought for Ukrainians' perspectives and future lives. Very interesting also if you visit, if you like places like Ukrainian traditional places that are located in the suburbs of Kiev. There is a park like national park, Kiev Rus. It's located in the suburbs of Kiev. If you wish more detailed information, write me in private comments. I will share with you this info, or probably you can find also this park, Kiev Rus, on internet, Google, nothing to do, and I advise you you should go there because there is much to be seen. Of course, in this park it will be like also different theatrical performances about ancient Ukrainian history. Also this park deals with the legends, with making like stages of legends about Kiev, Shekharif. So it's like historic, ancient history of our city and of first ages of our country birth and country origination. Well, what else? Speaking about Межгір'я district. Yeah, you know about this part of Ukrainian region of the ex-Ukrainian president. There will also be like an interesting Riviera visit, so to say. Yeah, it will be like a river excursion starting from Почтова площа, yeah, like marine station. At 9:30 there will be like queuing for this boat. The starting of the boat launch is at 10 a.m. Excursion costs for adults 350 hryvnias, for children it's less, and with the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. The boat will lead you to Межгір'я. You will have 6 hours of walks. You can hire bicycles. Well, I do believe that many of you, my dear Ukrainians, my dear students, know the information about this place, and I do believe that you have already tried these places. Why not? But it's going also to be like symbolic in honor of the Independence Day of Ukraine. Well, that's it for probably main events. Yeah, if you have any questions about some other parts of and some other spheres of interest, where to go, what to do in Ukraine, in Kiev. Of course, many people, especially Kievites, they prefer to celebrate the Independence Day not only in Kiev but probably in Lviv, because Lviv has already become a part of principal Ukrainian events, like traditional events. And of course it's true that many people, even Kievites, they come to Lviv, they consider Lviv like a traditional magic mystic place and spiritual place for Ukrainian traditions and for their celebrations. That's why, of course, for you to choose where to go, what to do, and how to celebrate this holiday. I do believe, my dear friends, that today our live stream has become an essential part in your day and in making your plans and regulating your plans for the 24th August 2017. I do believe that I have opened much of sites, much of places to be visited, and I do believe that you will make your choice correctly. Thank you very much that today you stayed with me, Victoria Vlasova, with DELUXE Private School, the school that gives for you knowledge from France, from Great Britain, and from America. All our live streams will durate till the end of August. General ideas, and from the beginning of September, you're going to have Language Evolution Project Pro, a little bit updated with new topics and with new discussions for you. Thank you very much, and hope to have soon nice days. Bye bye. See you. All the best.